Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's a saying from Ram Dass, which goes, if you think you're enlightened, just spend the weekend with your parents.
Yeah. That's right.
And for me, my father was a trigger for my pain body all my 20s. And it got to the point where it just, as soon as he started talking, I went into a place where I was totally unconscious, totally, there was no authentic relationship there. And so when I came across his teaching, I became very aware of me that was the case, that he was triggering my pain body. So I started bringing my awareness into it, and just by chance this song came along, and we're grateful for that. And so I go home and I play it for my dad, and I sit with my mom at the table, and of course he just sits there. So and I was very emotional when singing. It's very emotional for me still when I play that song. And so they didn't really say anything about it. My mom was like, "Oh, that's a beautiful song. That's very nice." And so a few months later, he gives me a call and we're talking. He's like, "All right, well, I'm going to come down to Nashville and visit you." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, when are you and Mom coming?" He's like, "No, I'm just going to come down." It was very powerful. And he came down and we hung out and we partied with, I'm sure we partied with you. I don't know if you remember when my dad came, but I don't know if you were around then. But anyways, Tom Manning, and we went on, we did all these things, and at the end of the weekend, we were better friends. So, and that wouldn't have been in my imagination before that. And it wasn't through choosing to be better friends. It wasn't through, planning to be better friends. It was working on my state of presence, and that possibility just became. It was something that was now capable of being. So that's the power of presence. That's the power of now. So thank you all for listening. I appreciate that. Yeah. But again, within that was those events from the past, and not that it was, as Jesus said, forgive them for they know not what they're doing. And that's the power behind forgiving our parents. Because if they were conscious, they would have never, those things probably wouldn't have happened. And even if they did something that did affect you, there's never an intent. And I know that now with Jasmine, it's never my intent to hurt her. So that's powerful. Jasmine is. I lost my train of thought with that one. But that's just, so these events happened in my life as I was growing up. And it's not that he didn't want to support me or wanted to hurt me. It just happened. And those built up and as my pain body took hold. And all of a sudden in my 20s, I had no relationship with my father. So presence dissolved that, because presence is the primary frequency. Pain is a relative frequency. It cannot survive in your presence. That's why focusing on no mind, no form, and building your state of presence, this resistance can't even survive within that. It's going to strike back. Gurus who are very present in India, magnificently being, they came to California back in the 70s, and it didn't take very long, and that had a place again to be an insurgent. And next thing you know, these people who are very present, very being, are corrupt. Because it's looking for anything it can to survive, and it will go to any extreme. So and there's nothing you can do about it except, again, to practice presence. There's no strategy for combating it, because obviously what you do, you butt heads with it, and it transmutes it, or it doesn't transmute it, it transforms into another, it pops up again in another area of your life. So the only way to truly fix, in a sense, all your problems is to practice and cultivate presence. And not only will you dissolve these resistances and these blocks, you will begin to see what was always there. the universe trying to support, the universe wanting to support you. The universe only loves you and wants you to be your greatest manifestation of life. And it's always fulfilling your needs. Jesus pointed to this, Buddha pointed to this, all the great teachers pointed to this. Let's take this moment right now to be present, and we'll just do that, just be present. All right, let's take a deep breath. I'm so grateful and so touched that all of you are here tonight.
We are too.
Thank you all very much for coming out.